Hi friends, MD Vegan. I make a live bakery today. That's a very funny thing to do. A cake, a pie, a lime cashew cheese pie. And I have my springform here. It's you have some parchment paper here. Because that's easier when you want to put the cake, for example, on something nice on a table. You can pull it, carry it with this one, or pull it off from here. This makes it easier to handle. It's just helpful, practical thing. You don't need that. Yeah, you can also do it not without, right? But these cakes are very simple. Just want to show you the size of my springform. And now I come to the crust. I make a crust. And as it is a lime cashew cheesecake, it's obviously lime. And lime and almond have a special relationship to me. An amazing relationship. I have 2 cups of almonds. That's what I put in the crust. That's a good amount for this kind of springform. Right? A little bit more than 21 centimeters or so. 22 or so, about that. Yeah. And when you take a little bit more, the crust is a little bit thicker. When you take a little less, the crust is a little bit thinner. You have to make sure that the crust really is firm. You can cut out pieces, come to that in a moment. So the thing about lime and almond is it tastes so nicely together. I will put it together into my crust. I flavor the crust with a little bit of lime zest. So just 1 lime, just to give it a little bit of touch. And then to make the crust stick together, I just put dates into it. That's my standard recipe. I have almonds and dates. Wonderful, healthy food to make a crust for a pie. It's super easy, and you can make this with the dates and almonds, also in energy balls. You have all kinds of flavors. It's a very simple recipe, and I used here the food processor fitted with the S blade, the large blade, to make the sticky dough first. At first I put the almonds in, 2 cups, and I found that when I put that first and make a coarse meal, it takes less time afterwards with the dates. Because when I put the dates in now, it takes a little bit more time. So that's my calculation. So at first I make a coarse meal. Quickly show you what it looks like. That to me is a coarse meal. And when I get it now fine, this coarseness, this degree of coarseness, of fineness, that is what I want to reach with the dates together. So when it is here, that is 15 dates or so, yeah, about 15 dates. I mean, you can take less or more. Again, it gets a little bit stickier, sweeter, as you wish. You know, it's very simple. 10 dates, maybe it's the minimum. I would say maybe 8. You know, to get a sticky dough, but whatever you like. Yeah, it's up to you. And these dates are medium dates, not too large, so that you have an idea about it. But that's not really important. To just tell you, the measurements are very easy. And the lime zest here, just to flavor it a little bit. Yeah, this silvery flavor with the almond and the lime together is so nice. I made it in dressings. Yeah, I use whole limes and almonds to make a dressing. It's so delicious. So I like this combination a lot. That's why I use it here. And now the blender dance for the sticky dough. I show you now my sticky dough. The second step or Live Bakery to make the crust. You see what happens when I put this, push it with 3 fingers, a little bit of the dough together, it should stick together. That's what it does. That's enough. No. Now I just fill it into my springform, fit it layered with the parchment paper, as you wish. You can also, as I said, you can leave it away. It's easier to serve then, to the end. I always do it. So I just get loose a little bit and then put it onto my springform. Into my springform, of course. So that's it. That's it. Done. Done with this tool. You see, now what I do is, first I spread it evenly everywhere. Now I decide the shape of the crust. You know, when you make a tart, for example, you can pull the crust up on the sides. Then you have to use more, definitely a lot more of the same sticky dough. I made it very simple today. It's a very simple lime cheesecake. I spread everything evenly and begin to pat a little bit harder to now I shape give it the shape, the crust. So once it is evenly spread everywhere I want it, I begin to take my fist or another tool, if you have a tool there, certain tool to do that. I press it now down. That takes some time. I have to do that thoroughly because it's very important for a nice pie to have a firm crust that can be cut into pieces. That's why I mentioned it a moment ago. So now I have to take some time and I come back in a moment and show you my crust. This is my crust now. Have a quick look here. See, I pressed it always, took some time in here. You hear, that is the result. Also the sides, I put my fingers against the sides all around several times to make sure the sides are especially firm. And the inside too, it's a large pie. So first step, I have my dough, my crust. Now, dough it's called, sorry, sticky dough, my friend told me from the States. So now I do the filling and the second step, and that's it then. Decoration comes later. But first, I need a blender for that. I have my high-speed blender here. And it's as I said, it's a lime cashew cheesecake. I make that with cashew nuts and limes, basically. I have 2 cups of cashew nuts. That's the main part of the filling. Yeah. It's a very simple filling. Cashew nuts, 2 cups, and 6 limes. I just peel the limes and cut them into pieces. Before I peel the limes, of course, I have to zest them, to take the zest off. Afterwards, you have a hard time doing that. So the limes, first I grate them, I take the zest off, the zest, and then I cut them. They're very thin, the peels. The peels are bitter. And then the flesh of the limes is the main flavoring for the cashews. They are so nice and creamy. And I guess this lime cashew cheese will be very nice on a date crust, almond crust, because as I said, the lime and the almonds, that's what I like a lot. So the cashews go in right there. Maybe I put the dates I have here also, about the same amount of dates as in the crust, 12 or so, 13, a little bit less. They go into cashews. Put it all together in this time. And to give it a little bit more flavor, lime flavor, I also have secured 4 or so lime zests. A tablespoon or so. If you press it together, you have a tablespoon of zest. That gives the lime flavor. The limes inside, the same with the lemons, they are sour rather, and the outside of the lime or lemon, I'll give the special citrus flavor you like so much of the lime, for example. And then I have to keep this is a filling of cheese, and it would run away if you just put it like that onto a form, a spring form. You need something to thicken, make it thicker, a thickener. And as that, I use a coconut butter, coconut oil, yeah, it's coconut oil, there's a difference. The butter has a scent to it. The oil is purer and gets firm also when it cools up. I've warmed it here, melted it here on a water bath, just a little hot water, and within of a minute or so that melts down. And I put it into the cashew nuts and the lime right away. Because I don't want to use water here, I could have also tried to soak the cashews to make it easier to blend. But the more water you take, the softer the texture gets and the more thickener you have to use. I want to minimize that. So I did not soak the cashews. Instead, I have the whole limes here. And I hope if I blend it now, it all works out nicely. So blender dance for my cheese crust. See, I have here some water secure to put it in case the blender is too heavy duty. Right? So I can open it here and put a little bit of water in, as much as I need. But I want to minimize it, as I said, to make the crust easier, to firm it up easier. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that is no problem. I have here a little tool to get the water down everywhere, and then it will work. So now it should do. I always can add a little bit more water. I just open it. I can do it while running. I can put the water in. Let's see. It's a lot of filling, of course, and the blender has a hard time to work. But putting the limes first and the cashews on top makes it easier for the blender when you have the cashews first and they're not soaked. It's even more difficult for the blender. So I want to make it easy, and I want to check texture is okay. I have to do some more blending. Let's see. It's a firm, nice, firm crust, filling. Looks like a cheese to me, but let's taste it. Definitely limey. Wonderful. You know what? I do it. Looks great to me. I'll show you the filling. Is it running already? Looks like a real cheese here to me. You see, that's what it looks like. And that's all what it is. I have to now help a little bit with my tool here to put it all in. It's very simple. It's a wonderful lime flavor there. I love limes. A wonderful characteristic flavor. This silvery lightness that they have as opposed to as a difference to the lemons. Makes it very special to me. I love both. I usually have lemons for every day, for what I always do. But there are some things I like to have lime for. Yeah, and it's a very special flavor. And it's nicely balanced with the cream of the cashew here and with the dates. Yeah. And everything you like, you can also add. You can make it easier. You can make it sweeter. Yeah, you can make it more sour. Whatever you like, whatever you wish. It's a very simple recipe, as you can see. And I guess tomorrow it will be firm. I put it in the fridge now. It's a nice amount here. Tart is not too full. Just make it even so that it has the same height everywhere. The filling. It looks nice. I like it. Yeah. I wanted to make a lime cake, a lime pie, for some time now. I had the limes in my refrigerator already for some weeks, and finally, I got it done. Very happy. Yeah, a raw bakery, a life chemical cake is a very special thing. Yeah, really, it's a wonderful dessert. I love these pies and these cakes and tarts. Life Bakery. When I went home to my family, they live in another part of Germany. I have traveled away from home. I live in Berlin. When I come home and have a birthday or something, then I bring something like that, and they're always fans. Not vegan. Some are now vegan, but these cakes here, they have been, when nobody was vegan, they have been the top. They were so fascinated by it. They all love cakes. It's not too high, you see. And I put it in the fridge now. And before that, I put some foil on top. I don't show you that now. Some foil, yeah, sticking right to the top, because when it is in the fridge without a foil, then the water falls down onto the top, the surface, and then you have these puddles over there, and the puddles change the color, so it's not so nice. So the foil is very easy, and then when I show you that in a moment, for you it's a moment, for me it will be tomorrow, another day, but I come back in a sec with a ready cake. Again, this is one day later. I waited through the night. The pie here was in the fridge, and you see I put the foil on top here, and you see these little puddles here. They are small now, and that's okay. So they don't affect the color of the top, so it's nicer. And I just peel it off now like this, very simple. And I keep the foil because I don't expect guests now right away, so I keep the cake for some time, I guess, for a week or so, and I will put it back on. I don't throw it away. Put it here in a safe place. And now what I have to do is I have to open the springform. Here's a little tool here. Sometimes when I open it, the cake cracks open. That I have to check. Otherwise, I have to take. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. But if it happens, I have to take another tool. I'll show you in a moment. Yeah, cracks already there. A thin knife, very thin knife. I drive around the springform to loosen the cake. It has a nice texture. I can already feel it's creamy. That's good. So that was the job of the coconut oil. When you put too much, it's too hard. When you put too little, it's too soft. So you have the right amount. I guess I had a half cup or so liquid coconut oil, liquefied. But you find out. I mean, it's not a big deal. Yeah, you can easily, if it doesn't work, if you make a cake like this, it doesn't work. It's too runny or so. You scrap the whole filling back into the blender and add more coconut oil. It's a little bit messy, but no problem. You blend it again, put it in, and then it will be firm enough. It's just a small amount, and Usually it's good to have it not too firm, but when it doesn't work, as I said, these cakes are so easy. So now I can open the springform and the cake, free the cake. Yeah, the pie. So put it around, the other way around. So you can put it back on it. That goes back onto the cake also when I put it back in the fridge. So that looks nice. I will cut a piece out now. That's the ultimate test. Will it be possible to make nice pieces? So is the crust, is it firm enough? Does it hold together? Let's see. So I take a knife that it's good to have a knife that has these little teeth here. Sometimes, but this is easy because this has the cream. You can take any knife, but it's a nice knife to do it, I already found out. Put it in the middle and just one piece only. Oh, that is the wrong knife. Oops, got the wrong knife, it's broken, I get a new one. Get a new one. So, same knife, basically, in the middle, down to the bottom. And this is also good now that I have this texture, very nice, that I have this parchment paper, because when I cut on the parchment paper, that's okay, but when I cut on the springform, it could get scratches. That's so good. Yeah? So the parchment paper has another purpose too. But I forgot something. I want to show you. Here, that's one important thing, decoration. I have some lime slices, thinly sliced. I want to put them on my cake. See? I forgot. Yeah, I was so occupied with cutting. So, but that's easy. I wanted to show you a nice decoration for this pie. And here we go. Thinly slicing the limes is an easy job. You need a sharp knife, of course. There we go. Show you that in a moment. Right now I cut the other piece. So again, in the middle, I have to cut through the whole crust. Crust feels great too. And you see already, I see already the filling is soft and creamy. And it will firm up, I guess, in the days to come. So usually I have my pie. Let's see. It's a real lime pie. I have my pie ready the next day. But if you want to have a party or so, it's also recommended to make the pie maybe 2 days ahead of time, because the texture of the filling firms up a little bit, gets a little bit nicer. But you can eat it right away as soon as it is firmed up. And here I can already see the filling is very nice. Oh, very good, looks very good. Put it on a little plate here. And show you my pie with a lime slice. That's my lime cashew cheese pie. And I say this filling here is soft now. It's a wonderful texture. I like it. It's creamy, not too firm, but it will firm up a little bit more in the days to come. So it gets only better. And now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe and leave me on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X. Hey! Wow, right now I'm enjoying the view. My beautiful lime cashew cheesecake. I will soon, in a moment, enjoy my first piece. How about you?